Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Rodgers to throw once more. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Rodgers with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw again is Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Cook up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jackson now. Dancing and not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long, but they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jones has it. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can.
He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time. The slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Again, Jackson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Right side to Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there What a big play, moving it downfield.
Rodgers again now. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
From back at the 3 now, this is third and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization, from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath,
touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Asamoah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Paris Campbell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. That ball caught by Campbell. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group More than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. A give, this is Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play action. It's Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones to about the 26 here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can